Tunde woke up in a foreign country, alone. The bed beside him was cold. Her clothes were gone. Her passport was gone. Then his phone vibrated. The message read, "I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. You are a good man, but my body, soul, and spirit yearns for someone else. Don't bother looking for me." That was the moment his life shattered. But what Tunde didn't know was that the woman he relocated for love would soon be running from the police. Love makes people do crazy things, and we've got all the proof. Welcome to Things We Do for Love. Subscribe now and prepare to gasp, giggle, and maybe cry a little. This is the story of how a man relocated for love and discovered that the woman he trusted had already packed her loyalty for someone else. Nkem believed the world was a chessboard and people were pieces. Every man she had ever dated became a pawn on a path she alone understood. When she met Tunde at a tech conference in Lagos, a quiet, hard-working back-end engineer with soft eyes and a gentle smile, she knew immediately this one would be easy to bend. Tunde was the kind of man who listened with his whole face. He leaned in when you talked, nodded when you paused, and always asked, "Are you okay?" Even when you were perfectly fine. Nkem studied him quickly, subtly, expertly. His weaknesses: loneliness, desire for a stable home, a need to prove he could be a protector, a tendency to blame himself when things went wrong. Perfect. Exactly what she could mold. In their early dates, she never spoke too much. She used silence strategically. A sigh here, a tear she controlled perfectly, a confession delivered with trembling lips. "Sometimes, I fear I will never find a safe place to build a future," she whispered one evening, tracing circles on her wine glass. Tunde, already emotionally invested, leaned forward. "You are safe with me. I'll always make sure of that." She smiled inside. The hook had entered. Manipulation, to Nkem, wasn't something you rushed. You planted small emotional seeds and allowed the man to water them with his own good intentions. Every day she built illusions. She sent him videos of Nigerian nurses in Manchester smiling in snow. She forwarded TikToks of couples holding UK BRP cards. She talked about security, opportunity, peace. She told him how her mother prayed she would marry a man who believed in relocation. She cried about the stress of Nigeria any time NEPA took light. Tunde would hold her, promising, "You won't struggle again. We'll build something better." Within 3 months, she had subtly embedded the idea that relocation was a test of love. She didn't beg him. She guided his emotions until the conclusion seemed like his own. "Tunde, let's relocate." Bingo. She wrapped her arms around him, smiling innocently, and whispered, "I knew my heart didn't lie about you." Meanwhile, in the shadows of her past, an old notification blinked on her phone. A message from someone she thought she had erased from her heart. Uchenna. Tall, charismatic, dangerously charming. Her first real heartbreak. The man who vanished to the UK without a goodbye. His message was simple. "Long time. You still look the same." Just 8 words, and her world began to tilt. The relocation process became a one-man project. Tunde paid 85,000 naira for her IELTS, 60,000 naira
for TB test. 3.6 million naira for proof of funds. Visa fees. IHS surcharges. Her flight. His own entire process. Whenever he asked if she wanted to contribute anything, she would place her head on his chest and whisper, "Baby, let me be your responsibility. I want to enter the next phase of my life knowing you paved the way." And Tunde, sweet, loyal, hopeful Tunde, felt proud, honored even. They landed in Heathrow like two lovers who conquered mountains. But the first thing Nkem did after passing immigration wasn't to hug Tunde. It was to text Uchenna, "I'm here." He replied in seconds.
What does it say?
"Come see me soon." Her heart skipped. Not a romantic skip, a dangerous one. Their first week in London exposed everything Tunde refused to admit. Little things changed. She no longer held his hand. She showered longer, texting behind closed doors. She claimed she was too tired to cuddle. She started wearing full-body clothing to bed. She avoided eye contact during conversations. Tunde, ever patient, assumed adjusting to a new country was overwhelming her. He cooked for them, learned the bus routes, arranged their GP registration, and tried to make their small Lewisham room feel like home. Nkemi, however, was already plotting her exit. Her body was in the same room with him, but her heart was in excess with the man who once shattered her. One evening, she looked at Tunde while he was washing dishes. A clean man, a good man, a stable man. Yet she felt nothing. No excitement, no hunger, no passion. She didn't want a safe love. She wanted a thrilling one. When she finally went to excess, she didn't tell Tunde. She said, "My cousin wants to show me around." She didn't mention the cousin was 6'3", broad-shouldered, and kissed like sin. When she stood before Uchenna's apartment, her knees trembled. He opened the door, and for a moment, time froze. He looked older, sharper, colder, but still dangerously magnetic. Without asking permission, he pulled her inside and kissed her deeply. Every part of her body remembered him. His hands, his scent, his dominance. The foolish part of her heart whispered, "This is the real love. This is what you relocated for." In that moment, her relationship with Tunde died. She just hadn't told him yet.
It happened on a Wednesday morning. Cold, grey, silent. Tunde woke up reaching for her. The bed was empty. He assumed she went to the bathroom. But minutes passed. Then more. He stood up, confused. He called out. No answer. Then he checked the wardrobe. And his whole world tilted. Her clothes were gone. Her shoes gone. Her perfume gone. Her document gone. Her passport gone. A cold panic spread through him. He dialed her number. Blocked. He refreshed WhatsApp. Blocked. His heart pounded as he searched the small apartment like a madman. Nothing. Then his phone buzzed. One message. From Nkem. He opened it with trembling fingers, already sensing death behind the screen. "I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. You are a good man, but my body, soul, and spirit yearns for someone else.
Don't bother looking for me. The sentence hit him like a blow to the chest. My body, soul, and spirit yearned for someone else. His breath stopped. His legs failed. He sank to the floor, gripping his phone like it was the last piece of his sanity. He read it again and again. Each time felt like a knife twisting deeper. Tears spilled silently, then violently. He clutched his shirt, trying to hold his breaking heart inside his chest. He whispered, "What did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve this?" But there was only silence. The cruel silence of a love that never truly existed. Nkem wasn't crying. She wasn't guilty. She wasn't torn. She was in Uchena's apartment, wearing his hoodie, cooking for him, laughing at his jokes, sleeping in his arms. She didn't even check if Tunde replied her message. She muted the chat and continued her new life. But she didn't notice something. Uchenna was using her like a temporary accessory. He didn't call her baby. He didn't introduce her to friends.
Nkem, look at me for a moment.
He didn't talk about the future. He only asked for favors. Small at first.
Look at me now.
Then bigger. Help me pick a parcel. Open this new account. Sign this form for me. Let me register this business in your name. It's safer. Transfer this money. It's just business. If anyone asks, don't mention my name. She obeyed everything. Blinded by desire. Blinded by the fantasy of a man she never understood. It happened one evening while Uchenna was in the shower. His phone lit up. A message preview from a WhatsApp group. The girl is perfect. She has no record. She will take the fall. Another message. Get her to sign the last document, then disappear. Her blood ran cold. Her hands shook violently. She scrolled. More messages. She's stupid enough. She thinks he loves her. When the police come, everything points to her. Make sure she doesn't suspect anything. Her legs nearly gave out. Her heart pounded so loudly, it drowned out the shower. When Uchenna came out, she confronted him. Her voice cracked. "What are you planning with your friends?" He dried his face slowly and said, "You weren't supposed to see that yet." Yet. As if she was a stage in a plan. A pawn on a chessboard. She reached for her bag. He blocked the door. "Relax, you are being dramatic." She pushed past him and ran out. That was the last time she saw him.
5:42 a.m. Her door exploded inward. "Police! Don't move!" 4 officers stormed in, guns raised, voices loud and commanding. She screamed, terrified. Her hands were yanked behind her back. Cold metal cuffs clicked tightly. They dragged her into the living room and spread stacks of documents, bank statements, CCTV screenshots, fraudulent transactions, all with her name on them. She shook uncontrollably. "Please, I don't know what this is. I was helping someone. I didn't know." The lead detective spoke calmly. "Ma, ignorance is not a defense. Every trail leads to you." She collapsed into tears. Her world ended in that moment. Tunde heard the news 2 weeks later. He was stacking boxes during a cold morning shift in a South London warehouse when a Nigerian colleague tapped him. "Guy, you don't see this link? Check am." Tunde clicked. A BBC article opened. Headline: Nigerian woman arrested in Essex for fraud, money laundering, and identity crime. Then he saw the mugshot. Nkem, face swollen from crying,
eyes red, hair scattered. The woman who shattered him with one message. He stared at the picture for a long time. Not angry, not happy, just silent. Then he whispered, "You broke me, but you broke yourself more."
Broke me.
He locked the
you
phone,
broke yourself
exhaled deeply, and returned to his shift. Some heartbreaks heal themselves. Some villains punish themselves. And some betrayals come back in handcuffs.